When there's a knock at the door, the man opens it. Seeing his female coworker standing there, he asks in surprise, "What are you doing at my house at this hour?" The coworker replies nervously, "I made a mistake while working on a project. You know more about it than I do. Please help me fix it, or the boss will be upset with me." The man says kindly, "You really need to pay more attention to your work. Come on in, and I'll help you with the project." He seats her on the couch and begins working on the project. Meanwhile, the woman keeps looking at him affectionately. She can't seem to take her eyes off him, making the atmosphere feel increasingly awkward. After a moment of silence, the man says uneasily, "When you look at me like that, it makes me feel a little uncomfortable." The two of them continue talking when the man's wife suddenly comes home. She sees them chatting and acting unusually comfortable around each other. The sight immediately makes her uncomfortable, and she walks over with a serious expression before saying firmly, "Don't cross the line." The coworker replies defensively, "I haven't done anything wrong. Why is your wife so upset? We're only discussing work." At that moment, the man's mother, who is busy preparing food in the kitchen, she asks curiously, "What happened? Why is everyone speaking so harshly?" The son says calmly, "It's nothing, Mom. I'm just helping my friend with a project. My wife didn't know what was going on, so she misunderstood the situation and got upset. That's all there is to it." Seeing the food laid out on the table, the man says casually to his coworker, "Let's eat first and finish the work later." As she sits down at the table, the woman says sweetly, "Auntie, you're so charming." Then she tastes the food and says admiringly, "Honestly, I didn't expect you to cook such delicious food. This sweet and sour seaweed dish is amazing. It's really delicious. You should enjoy some too." Watching them interact like that makes the wife angry, and she stops eating. She quietly puts down her chopsticks and loses her appetite. The tension at the table becomes impossible to ignore. The mother-in-law then says sternly, "Do you think my son is such an outstanding man? Do you think my daughter-in-law isn't good enough for him? Do you know that my daughter-in-law pays for most of our household expenses? Even my son's job is thanks to her. A man who can't stand completely on his own, is he really worth all this effort from you?" The coworker says awkwardly, "I think I've upset everyone. My work is finished now, so I'll be leaving." With that, she quickly leaves. After she is gone, the mother says sternly to her son, "Son, is it really worth hurting your wife's feelings over such a selfish and manipulative woman?" The husband replies sincerely, "How was I supposed to know what she was really thinking? I was only trying to help her with good intentions. I had no idea she felt that way." The wife says sharply, "You really didn't know? People aren't always blind to others' intentions. Sometimes they simply choose to ignore them. You didn't want to reject her, so you pretended not to notice. How dare she come into our home and act so familiar with you right in front of us? You gave her the confidence to behave that way." Just as the husband is about to speak, his mother says firmly, "Daughter-in-law, you've spoiled my son too much. You've pampered him far beyond reason. You need to keep him in check so he doesn't make the same mistake again. True trust in a marriage comes from setting clear boundaries and respecting your partner's feelings, even when your intentions are good." If you were in the wife's position, would you have reacted the same way, or would you have handled the situation differently?